Tonight on Connecticut's news station, a snowy day leaving the roads slick and icy. One man's daring rescue of a car that flipped over on the highway. And the victim identified after a ridge fall in New Haven, what police are saying tonight. And reflecting on 1 year since the war in Ukraine, the events continue today.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Carmen Chow. We begin with the weather watch tonight. There were quite a few accidents this morning as the snow created slick spots across the state. This is a shot of the snow out in Middletown from this afternoon and more snow right here outside of our studio in Hartford and a shot of the radar view across the state earlier today. But now that that's over, we're talking about our next scenario, which is Monday night into Tuesday morning. Let's get right over to meteorologist Ryan Breton. Ryan, I'm low-key excited for what's to come.
Carmen, this will be a legitimate storm. Today was just kind of the appetizer ahead of the main event. We are already on the weather watch for Monday night into Tuesday morning. We gave you this early alert last night, and everything tonight still pretty much looking the same too. Looks like we'll actually have a mostly snow event for once this winter here in Connecticut. Maybe a little bit of mixing toward the tail end of the storm, but for a lot of us, we will be shoveling and plowing with a widespread 4 to 8 inches of snow. Pretty tricky travel, it looks like, Monday night into Tuesday morning. Tonight, things have started to dry out. Still a few flurries out there, and it's cold. Temperatures overnight in the teens to low 20s, depending on where you are. Tomorrow, not much sunshine expected during the day. There may even be a flurry or sprinkle, but it will turn out to be a warmer day with temperatures tomorrow getting up into the 40s. And then all eyes on our next storm, which moves in Monday night into Tuesday morning. And believe it or not, a piece of the storm we are getting is the big storm that's been bringing snow and rain to California. We'll talk all about this coming up in just a little while. Carmen.
All right, Ryan, thank you. Now, today, Good Samaritan saved 2 women whose car flipped over during the snowy weather this afternoon. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner spoke exclusively with the man who was the first to jump into action to save them. She joins us live in Hartford with more on the story. DeAndrea.
Hi, Carmen. Well, today when the snow started coming down, that's when car wrecks started to happen. And this man, he was on his way home when he saw this car slide off the road and flip. What he tells me is that he just did what he was supposed to do.
I just helped. I was in the right place.
At the right time. With surprise snow showers on Saturday, there were a few crashes during the afternoon commute.
I think within a half a mile stretch of 84 between Plainville and the Queen Street exit in Southington, we saw 2 accidents that had just happened as we were creeping along. And as we were clearing the second accident, all of a sudden I looked forward and I saw this white Jeep on the other side of the highway skid off the road and flip over.
In that very scary moment, that's where Mike Ahern comes in.
I noticed that nobody was moving out of the car. No doors were opening. So I had my son who was driving. I said, listen, pull over real quick. So we pulled over to the side of the road, and
before I could turn around, he was out of the car running towards the Jeep that had flipped over, and he was, helping them out of the car. A lot of other, really nice people pulled over as well and jumped out and were assisting. So it was nice to see all those people helping out.
They were able to get the girls out uninjured. Now Ahern is being deemed a hero on Facebook, but he begs to differ.
I like to think that there's still good people out there that, see something bad happen, they want to jump in and help.
A lesson that he hopes to teach his first grandchild. You see, Ahern flew here from South Carolina just hours before this happened to celebrate a new addition to his family.
We flew up because my son, we have a baby shower to attend tomorrow, so for our first grandchild.
A snowy weekend this family won't forget.
This is a really cool story to be able to tell. The day before your baby shower, this crazy story happened, and something that he can remember about his grandpa.
Definitely something that they are going to talk about at the dinner table tonight. And we did talk to the Connecticut Department of Transportation. They tell me that they had hundreds of crews on the road preparing the roads for what's to come and salting after the snow happened today. For now in Hartford, D'Andrea Turner, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A hero indeed. Thank you, D'Andrea. Authorities are now releasing the name of the man who was found dead at West Rock Ridge State Park in New Haven late yesterday. Deep identifying the man as 25-year-old Martin DeJesus Flores from Woodbridge, California. Environmental Conservation Police say they were called to the park just before 6 Friday night after Hamden police got a call about a potential fall. After searching, they found the man dead, and police now say they believe Flores fell and that his death isn't suspicious, but they're still investigating just how he fell. And we are following new information out of the state of Washington as the body of a West Hartford man has now been recovered. Seong Cho was killed in an avalanche on the West Coast last Sunday. Today was the first day the weather allowed for the helicopter crews to recover him. Cho was one of the 3 climbers killed. The other 2 have yet to be found. An exciting look inside tonight, how firefighters make their daring rescues into the icy waters below. Our photographer Pedro Rivera joining the Newington Fire Department tonight to see how they prepare.
Help is on its way.
So every year we do a required annual training of ice water or regular water rescue training for our department. It keeps our members fluent and making sure that our community is nice and safe.
Who's going in the water, who's not going in the water?
There's a required training to where we'll go out with our different companies and practice water rescue, ice rescue, and hopefully and bring them back to their families.
Here it goes.
For the victim, it's very cold because they're panicking. They want somebody to come out and just get them out of the water. Us, as the fire department, what we will do is we'll come out, we will reassure them that we will get them out of the water, back to their families. What we'll also do is we will get our state dive team or Capital Region dive teams out to help us. We're just here to make sure that our community is here. You know, they know that we're out here for them, to keep them safe, and, you know, that's what we do.